Join the band. Vibrate. Vibrate higher.
Happy to have you with us for NBA basketball on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson. With me tonight, Grant. Hill and Richard Jefferson with Allie LaForce joining us courtside. This could be a chess match tonight. We have two very smart teams that tend to make great decisions.
And that's the value of experience. You know what you're good at, and you limit your mistakes. It's hard to fool a person who sees it all. Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
And so here is Philadelphia. Pass to Embiid. Blocked! And there's the foul. It's on Joel Embiid. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Simmons with it. Now guarded by Harris. Outside Irving. That falls. Nice setup by Harris.
The body control that Irving has, fending off the defense in style and still scoring. Love his aggressiveness.
Now here's Embiid. Banked it in off the glass.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
The paint is where Simmons excels at finding points. He knows how to own the inside.
Well, thinking about the Aussie Ben Simmons, such an impressive defender, Richard.
Honestly, he's a defensive player of the year caliber player every year, mainly due to his ability to guard any position. This is the type of versatility that isn't seen very often.
And the Nets with possession here. After the Sixers picked up a basket a moment ago.
Personal foul.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone by. Here's Irving. And the layup falls. Irving's got his second basket.
So smooth around the rim. I love how Kyrie just goes up with confidence knowing that he's going to figure it out.
Here's Simmons. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Now the 76ers with it. 4-point game. And Tucker gets it to go.
Just a beautiful job of scanning the floor, finding the open man. Harris looking to involve his teammates.
Out of bounds. It'll be Philadelphia's ball. And here's Harden. Outside Maxey. There's the triple. Drills it from deep.
Don't you forget, Harden's won the assist title now. This man can pass that rock.
And he lobs it up top. Oh, stolen by Embiid. And so the ball out of bounds. Embiid touched it last.
A classic breakdown with the ball, sending it right out of bounds and giving the defense a freebie.
Brooklyn trailing. Right side Simmons. Pass to Claxton. Now Irving. Here's Simmons. Here's Claxton. And it's blocked by Harden. Down low. It's tipped to the paint. First quarter of play, and we're about 3 minutes in. Pass to O'Neal. No one near him. The rebound by Embiid.
The people upstairs in Brooklyn have been making some very interesting moves trying to put together a championship caliber team.
Royce O'Neal.
And you have to love the focus. He gets hit, but converts it anyway.
Are those big decisions by the Nets front office difficult to deal with as players?
You know, some guys can ignore the politics, but I'm sure others do have questions at the end of the day, though. These guys just want a ball. And ultimately, I think they just roll with the punches.
Pass to Watanabe. Just 5 on the clock. Can they get it? And again, it's the Nets missing. The Sixers leading. Melton outside. Lays it up and banks it in.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, you can give up some size, but that shows you how fearless he is, willing to attack the basket no matter who is in front of him.
Brooklyn calls timeout.
That 2020 draft was so deep. Tyrese Maxey going 21. Maxey is already a premier scorer. A steal that late in the first round.
Now here's Mills. And he buries his first look.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the three ball.
Now Melton. There's 47 seconds left in the first.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
And he can't get the first one. And the second free throw is good. Here's Mills. Here's Curry. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
No settling for an outside shot there. They went right to the hoop.
Pass to Melton. The three is up. No luck on that one. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Mills. That one's good. This game is all even. Mills has gotten his second bucket of the game.
Showing he's more than just a scorer. Warren is good at finding his teammate. When they're uncovered. With 2 hands on the rock, he powers it through.
Totally in control, protecting the ball the whole way. Pass to Watanabe. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. From deep, Melton. Ooh, he released it in time, but it's off the mark. The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. Sixers ahead, up by 2.
Turn it up, Nets fans, for your Brooklyn.
And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the 76ers. Outside Harden. Pass to Embiid. And there's the rejection. They retain possession. O'Neal pulls it in. And here are the Nets now. Trailing by 2. Irving, no good. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, BA. Well, Joel Embiid drawing comparisons to some legendary big men. He said, quote, "I want to be mentioned as one of the greats. That's my goal. And obviously being a Hall of Famer. But you've got to take step by step, one day at a time. It's going to take a lot of work, and I'm willing to put it in." Guys?
Now he's well on his way, Allie. Thanks. When you think of the 76ers, Richard, they've had so many Hall of Fame players.
Allen Iverson sticks out to me. Growing up, I loved watching AI play. And then when I entered into the league, I was competing against him. If you grew up in the 90s or 2000, AI was the guy that just kind of changed everything for you.
That's what he does. Rock solid at the line.
Irving, that's good. Irving's got 6.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Pass to Embiid. Outside Irving. Soft touch off the glass. Irving's gotten 4 this quarter.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Timeout call, the 76ers. You know, the point forward is an archetype that by now fans are familiar with. Grant, you were one of the OGs at the point forward. How's that position evolved in your mind?
Well, it's evolved because so many players today have the skill set to be a point forward. Before me, there were guys like Paul Pressey and Scottie Pippen in the 80s and early 90s. But as I said, players today, the skill level is so elite. And with this positionless basketball that we're in, you must have a point forward or two on your team to be successful.
Oh, what a dunk by Embiid. He's just doing big man things the way big man should.
Outside Irving. Back to Claxton. Oh, stolen by Harris. Here's Harden. And then Harden with the jam.
There's a little burst to Harden's game. You can see that on the breaks.
Pass to Claxton. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Over to the left wing. From deep, here's Simmons. Out to Harris. Irving for 3. No good on the shot. So Philadelphia will take it the other way. You know, one thing Kyrie Irving has talked about is reclaiming his power, Grant.
Well, he has stopped listening to the outside voices telling him what to do, finding his own purpose and his identity. And at times, that's meant being something of a renegade.
Pass to Maxey. Sumner with a rebound. Brooklyn trailing. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell. Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, BA.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. Here's Harris. The rebound by Maxey. Here's Harden. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
I'll tell you what, a lot can be said about the contract Harden took to stay in Philly. He took less than what he commanded to help the team sign depth and rotation players. A very big gesture from Harden, showing just how much he wants to win in Philly.
And that's a foul called on Montrezl Harrell. That's his first foul of the game. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Right side Warren. That one's wide left. The Sixers leading. Now here is Harrell. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him.
Now into the lineup for your next, Cameron Thomas.
1:04 left to the second. Here's Mills to the inside. Here's Curry. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Oh, nice lead. On time and on target.
Here's Milton. Can't hit that one. Ooh, excellent D there from Mills. Here's Thomas. There's the drive. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
A nice shot by Milton. Right wing. Outside Mills. Uncovered. Out of bounds. It'll be Philadelphia's ball.
Substitutions on the court.
And it's the Sixers with the ball. Melton on the wing. Pass to Harrell. 1 second left. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. The Sixers on top, up by 1. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
Now heading onto the floor.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. And here are the 76ers. They lead by 1.
And in 2021, when the Nets traded for James Harden, they became the favorites. And after it all fell apart last season, many were left wondering what might have been.
And the Nets with possession here. Simmons with it. And the layup is good off the glass. Simmons has got 6. You know, for the Nets, history repeating itself. Think back to 2013, their trade with the Celtics, creating another star trio. It didn't work out, and it set the franchise back for years, RJ.
Yeah, but credit the front office. They made something out of nothing. They got young assets, and they got them these stars. And they were still in a relatively strong position because they got a ton of picks in return.
It's stolen. And out of bounds, the 76ers will take it. Well, we got a close one here in Brooklyn. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Brian, Sixers head coach Doc Rivers earned the nickname Doc back in college for wearing a T-shirt with Julius Erving on it. In the NBA, he said, quote, "The first game I started was against the Sixers. I went over and said, Dr. J, how are you?" And he said, "Doc, how are you?" I said, no, I'm Glenn." But he said, "No, you're Doc." And that made me feel like $1 million. Guys?
All right, thanks, Allie. Pass to Embiid. And the ball out of play. The Nets will have it.
Basketball.
90 seconds into the second half now. Here's Simmons. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
First personal foul.
James Harden picks one up.
With a tantalizing combination of size and skill, Ben Simmons has to be a headache to guard.
And out the line, shooting 2.
Second free throw, no good. RJ, you were in the middle of a few trades in your career, to put it lightly. What's that like as a player to get moved around so much?
Thanks for bringing that up so sweetly, Brian. I appreciate that. Look, there's pros and cons to this. It's nice to know that another organization wants you for whatever reason, but it's also tough to leave an organization that you had a connection to, the fan base. But eventually you figure it out.
Simmons. And they converted last on attempt number 3. Simmons has got 8.
Physical play from Simmons chasing down the offensive board, making sure his team converts on this trip.
Here's Embiid. And then Embiid with the dunk. Neither team has been able to assert its dominance over the other.
Yeah, the struggle is real tonight. 7 lead changes and still in the third quarter.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
First personal foul.
Oh, and last summer, Ben Simmons had surgery on a herniated disc. I'm not a back expert, I'm more of an ankle guy, but hard to be effective when that area is just not right.
That one's off. And last season, Ben Simmons caught some flack for not suiting up in the playoffs. Grant, you think his surgery quieted those voices a little?
I think it did a little bit, but, at this point, it's going to come down to his performance on the court. He does have something to prove. It'll be interesting to see what he does.
Shooting for Philadelphia.
And the 76ers making a change here. And he misses the second one as well, so 0 for 2 that time.
Some scouts wondered about Harrell's fit as a modern big, but every night you see the commitment and the hustle, and his energy is just infectious.
Cash, Mills with the bucket. 6 points for him.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Here's Milton. Brooklyn with the board. Right around 3 minutes into this second half. Here's Thomas. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
First personal foul.
Man, the defender really went after him.
Well, whenever you bring up the 76ers, you instantly think of Joel Embiid.
Oh, no question. He's the face of this franchise. Embiid is as good as anyone in the league. Off the floor, Joel is willing to take the blame when things don't go right. That's who you want as a leader.
And there's the slam. Dunk to finish it off.
Willing passers, unselfish play. You have to appreciate this kind of offense.
Pass to Harrell. And Harrell with the strong finish.
And you know Harrell wants to jam it. No layups here. He loves flushing it home.
Inside. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Here's Thibault. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's on T.J. Warren. He misses the free throw.
Well, with all the trade requests over the last year, the Nets started to seem like a sinking ship. But with KD still on board, the chance to stay on course, he's invested so much in his team. I'm glad to see him remain with it. Back to the basics, unleashing the one-hand flush.
Boy, he makes the basics look pretty outstanding, though, huh?
That's true.
And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call.
Basketball. Coming onto the floor for your Nets, Nicholas.
The Nets with a lead. And here is Irving. 10 points for him. The 3 ball. That one is off. And it's Philadelphia the other way. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. House.
Daniel.
And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
It's harder to thread those passes inside, but the reward is evident.
Here's Irving. Watanabe's shot is good. Watanabe's gotten 4 this quarter.
We sometimes forget how solid Irving is when it comes to his passing. Great find there.
Here's Melton. No good with a layup.
Had enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. It's the Nets, leading by 4. And don't go away. We'll be back in a few moments. It'll be the 4th quarter of basketball coming up next. We've reached the 4th quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. Outside Irving. There's the drive. And the shot's good.
This is just one of those blow-up nights for Kyrie. So lethal when he's feeling his best.
Here's Maxey. That one goes in.
This is when your interior D has to be on high alert.
Outside Simmons. Here's O'Neal. The rebound by Embiid. The Sixers trailing. Out to Harris. That three's off the mark. Harris on the wing. Outside Irving. Shot clock at 6. Back to Harris. The kick out to Simmons. For 3, O'Neal. And he can't get that one.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
To the middle. Here's Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
Man, this has been a fun one, but look, who doesn't love a high-scoring game?
Here's Irving. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
In a league with the most skilled athletes in the world, Kyrie Irving just stands out. He can do anything with his handle, and he has every finish around the hoop.
Talking about Kyrie, I'll put you on the spot here, Richard. Is he the most skilled current NBA player?
Yes, without a doubt. He is the most skilled current NBA player, and it's really him and then everyone else because it's the efficiency in which he can do it. And you did put me on the spot. Obviously, Steph has handles on his shot. The Beard can do some crazy stuff also, but Kyrie is my tops.
Oh, he drains it. His 6th make in 9 tries so far.
Kyrie.
All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Nets. Here's Harden. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It goes on Kyrie Irving.
You got to be careful when guarding Harden. He's so crafty at finding ways to draw fouls.
He hits the 2nd from the line.
Just a tough miss at the line. They're down 2 baskets now.
Here's Simmons. And slam dunk by Simmons.
Love seeing games like this from Simmons, looking absolutely dominant and in control offensively.
That one's good for 2.
Instead of risking something on the perimeter, he just works it inside.
Reading the defense, it's in the open. He does not hesitate.
Timeout called. Brooklyn.
And your next team.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what the head coach of the Nets said to the team. He told his squad to pour on the gas, saying, quote, "We hold the lead. Let's keep growing it. Be aggressive. This is no time to let up."
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Simmons, no good.
The defense really made this an uphill battle, and he just couldn't get there.
Harden. It's good on the putback.
This is what we've come to expect from Harden. Doesn't back down from taking the important shots of the game.
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Second personal foul. Team second.
That free throw, no good.
At the line, Ben Simmons.
No good on the second free throw. And Philadelphia has possession. Here's Harden. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
First personal foul.
No one does this better than Harden. Makes trouble inside and draws a good foul.
And he's good on the second. Just about 3 minutes through the fourth and final quarter here.
Fourth quarter.
Pass to Harris. Tries to keep it alive.
Philadelphia ball.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Irving.
Oh, I see. Picking the worst time to lose control. This is why patience is the key in big moments, people.
For 3, Maxey. Rebound, Brooklyn. Now Irving. Right side, Simmons. Pass to Irving. And it's blocked by Embiid.
Love to see Embiid swatting down shots, taking advantage of his size and frame.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now. Now here's Harden. And it's thrown down hard with both hands. Coming down the stretch, it's still anyone's game.
Incredible effort and energy on both sides. These guys must be gassed.
Here's Irving. Good! Now 7 for 11 on the night.
And we have seen Irving bury huge shots before. Man, does he love having the spotlight on him.
Here's Embiid. Keeps it alive. Claxton with a rebound. Boy, this lead is razor thin.
Yeah, BA, and there's a chance to extend that right here.
Irving with it. Yes!
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
Here's Harden. Second shot opportunity. And the officials called goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
Yeah, gets the ball on the way down. What a call that could turn out to be.
30 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pass to O'Neal. Outside Irving. Here's Claxton. And they go to the intentional foul.
His third personal foul. Third team foul.
On defense, the Sixers. It's a 1-point game. Back to Simmons. Clock at 6. Goes back up. That one a little long. And Philadelphia calls time here. They trail by 1. Only 2 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Your thoughts, guys?
And this is what it's all about. This shot could win the game. Not much time left, but they have just enough to execute the play.
Here's Harden. Money!
One of the best scorers in the clutch. Harden doing it again.
Time called here. The Nets decide to talk it over now. They're down by 1. 1 second left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Guys, your thoughts?
They've got one last chance to win it. It's got to be a catch and shoot off the inbounds play. They don't have time for a second pass.
Oh, stolen by Harden. Missed it. So a close game sees Philadelphia taking this one. With the late victory, they upset plenty of these hometown fans.
They really should take this win to heart. When the pressure was on, they stepped up and worked twice as hard to overcome it.